Hi, my name is Debra Thompson, and I want to share with you um, my journey with research. Since I could remember, I've always had a love for education, and when I was a child, I would play school a lot, and I wouldn't allow my friends to be the teacher. I was the only one that would be the teacher. So as I progressed along, one of the things I decided to do was meet with my guidance counselor, and he encouraged me to go to school and obtain my degree in teaching. He knew I had a love for it, and he believed in me enough, so he recommended me for a 4-year scholarship in which I attended the Medaille College. My concentration was K through 12th grade, and my educational focus was on the inner city public schools. So after graduating from Medaille, I pursued my career in teaching, and I started as a pre-K teacher, and then I moved into teaching kindergarten, and I did that at one of the local early childhood centers. I did that for about 3.5 years. I really enjoyed it a lot. There was great parent support system. The kids really, we had ample opportunity to shape and to build their views about education early in their lives. Once I had that experience, I decided that maybe I should mentor teenagers. And the reason why I did that is I always wanted to be really well rounded as a teacher. So I decided that I would work with teenagers in a reading program as a tutor. And I did that for a while. But one of the things I really noted with African American males and minority males in general is that they didn't have the stick to itiveness to really stay in school. I mean, it really was a struggle. They were not motivated as much. And so that's when my love for trying to understand this dynamic, what's the root cause of why a lot of times the male students don't last in school? What is it that I need to learn about that? So my goal was to reach them, and I wanted to find out what were the factors that stopped them from being determined and motivated to see their education to the end. I was not only intrigued, I was also concerned. And I decided that I needed to further my education. So I went to Buff State College, in which I obtained my master's degree in adult education. Excuse me. Most people ask me, well, why adult education? The reason being is that I feel that there's a direct correlation into what the belief mechanisms are from parents who who have gone through schools and the influences that the parents have on their kids in terms of their views about school, personal goals, etc. So in the education arena, I got an opportunity to work in the field with all age ranges to find out what specifically affected them in terms of why they dropped out of school or why they didn't complete high school or why they didn't pursue college. So that kind of helped me get a better understanding of the generational effects it would have on young people who might not be as motivated or determined to complete. And the views were so diverse. They were a wide range of reasons. It was economically. It was generations of family members who dropped out of high school. It was the poverty level that they experienced. It was many reasons why a lot of times education was not the most focal point for many of the families that I worked with. Um, Once I got into school, I just kind of wanted to believe that if I got more understanding of these factors, these challenges, these barriers, these indicators, that it would help me to influence how I deal with my students in a different way. Give me a broader understanding of some of the challenges that they face on daily, and maybe rework how I deliver the the curriculum I had, or the lessons that I teach, or the services that I render. And so in my journey, I just thought it was a good thing for me to do to pursue a little more research and in terms of what are some of the things that really and truly affect young people from completing or young people from graduating, specifically the male population from graduating from school. I am currently working at the UB Educational Opportunity Center, and where our mission is to produce lifelong learners who are self-directed, who are empowered, and who are committed to excellence. And we serve the residents in the surrounding Buffalo community by providing a wide range of services and that are designed to develop our students academically and vocationally. We want to ensure that they are self-sufficient. So keeping that in mind, my focus was on how do we help our male population become self-sufficient. Our demographic typically here at the EOC is 17 years to 50 years of age, with the predominant population being minority females. So that gives you a little understanding that we typically, the minority males is a small percentage of the bigger piece. I also noted, as in my career of teaching, is that a lot of male students would start out, they would be a little bit motivated, but there were always some challenges that they had to face, that they didn't complete the program or didn't complete the training that was being offered at the time. So I decided that, I need to explore more of what are some of these factors that our students are facing that are not helping them to complete their academic success. Some of the ways I did this was to talk to my colleagues who had expertise in the field of dealing with at-risk male youth. I had an opportunity to work with one of the professors from UB in terms of on some of the focus ideas that he had in terms of identifying this population and providing support systems for them so that they would feel empowered enough to go back to school, to complete school. I've also had an opportunity to work with our student services unit, in which they typically get a little more information than the faculty do in terms of some of the challenges that our students face in terms of completing school, specifically the males. We note that they've experienced either economic challenges, challenges academically. Many times they've been incarcerated and they have to get back into the system, or they dropped out of high school and they didn't complete their high school program, so we have to start over from the very beginning. I think that a qualitative research class such as this would give me the tools that I need to explore some of the indicators that really influence why our students, and I keep saying our students, but our male students is specifically, why they don't complete a given program. My role here at the UB EOC is as the Director of Instructional Services, and I work specifically with the faculty, and our goal is to deliver curriculum, programming, and services that lead our students to either go into post-secondary education and or a higher level training program. Because of that commitment, because of my role as a director, I strongly believe that this is not just a challenge that we face here at EOC, it's a challenge that's being faced by a lot of local agencies in terms of how do we get our male population to have a desire to come to school? How do we help minority males, inner city males, to want to complete their goals? So I'm hoping that through this class that I will learn some definite strategies on how to pursue this research, to how to really narrow down some definitive ideas of how I, as a professional, could improve the student experience, to even get a better understanding so that I equip the faculty who report to me in a support way, a supportive measure so that they can engage the students in a different way. I think that this is a really important thing for me to pursue. Um, and I am looking forward to what I can learn from Dr. Kearney and my fellow students in the class. And thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to engaging with you further. Bye bye.